Hi, Pastor Caleb here. I welcome you to episode 10 of Kingdom Business. Kingdom Business is the most exciting money program at the moment where we share practical ways for you to succeed in your business. Okay? Yeah, I wish you prosperity, success, and good health this week. Okay? Let us all put in our best to ensure we get excellent results in our businesses. Now, last week we looked at a very interesting subject, the power to get wealth. Okay, the power to get wealth. This week we are looking at the subject, put in your best. Okay, if you want to get the best results, you must also be ready to put in your best. Okay, before we continue with today's subject topic, let us look at important points from last week's lesson which we must not forget. Point number 1. We established last week that God gives us the power to get wealth. We explained that this means He gives us the ability and the skills to get wealth. Point number 2, we also emphasize the fact that if you don't have capacity to manage wealth, God won't give it to you. The wealth we receive according to our capacity. Okay, it is according to what we can handle. God cannot give you what He knows you cannot handle. We also discovered that one of the ways in which we get wealth is by being rightly positioned. Okay, in order for us to get access to the right opportunities. Being rightly positioned, okay, to be positioned in a place that we can get access to the right opportunities. Point number 4, favor and grace are important things that God offers that help us get the blessings that we otherwise might not be able to get because we don't qualify for them. Point number 5, we also established that whilst God expects us to work just like everyone else, He blesses the works of our hands, thus giving us an advantage in the marketplace. Okay, now, today we are looking at the subject, put in your best, okay? At junior secondary school, okay, at Munali where I was, the school motto was only the best is good enough. Only the best is good enough, okay? The school expected nothing but the best from us, but the best from the teachers. God expects the same from us. If you want God to give you the best, you must put in the best. In fact, God does not look at what you have done, but the actual effort that you put in. He rewards effort. The Lord rewards effort. The Lord always rewards effort, okay? Our key text today is Colossians chapter 3, verse 23 to 24. The Bible says, "And whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord, and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for He saved the Lord Christ. And whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord, and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord you shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for He saved the Lord Christ." Okay, so whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord. In other words, that the effort you put in should not be determined about how good or bad your boss is. The effort you put in should not be determined by how much you get paid. The effort you put in as a child of God should be the effort you would put in, okay, if Jesus Christ Himself was your boss. So in all things, you know that Jesus Christ is your boss. He has a stake in your business. He has a stake in your life. He has a stake in every part of you. God has a stake. So as you work, forget about the distractions that come with people, okay, who are supervising you, or your managers or your bosses. Work as if you are working for the Lord, knowing that even if your boss does not give you what you deserve, even if the boss does not treat you as you deserve, even if the returns you get on that business are not as high as you wish, you have to know that nonetheless God is going to reward you. The above verse says that whatever we do, we must do it heartily. That means do it with all your heart, as if you are working for God and not for man. This is very important to remember as a child of God. You must know as a believer that you are representing God in the marketplace. God is the King of Kings and you are working for Him. You must put in the best service. Everything you do should be of the highest standard. If you understand this principle, you are going to show forth excellence in all your work. Your business environment should be well ordered and organized. It should be the cleanest and of the highest standard. If you keep on doing average things, you keep on getting average results. In order for you to get the best, you need to put in your best. Okay, the other important aspect of the above verse is that it makes it very clear that it is God who rewards us. Okay, so when you are working and you are putting in effort, don't look at your salary. As a child of God, don't look at your salary. Don't look at the amount of capital you have. Don't look at how small, okay, your business is. Put in effort as if you are working for God, and then He Himself is the one who will reward you. He's the one who will reward you with high pay, with promotion, and it doesn't matter how small what you do is, God will make a way for you to be compensated in the areas where your boss or your business is not able to compensate you, and He will increase you and multiply you. In other words, God is your paymaster. You cannot dribble God to give you above what you deserve. Okay? You cannot dribble Him to give you above what you deserve. The Bible says that whatsoever a man sows, that shall he reap. God cannot be mocked. Whatsoever you sow, that is what you are going to reap. So remember that you cannot fool God, okay? Whatever you sow, that is what you are going to reap. So put in your best all the time, and God will make sure that you get the best back, because He is your paymaster. He is your paymaster. Prayer cannot change your reward. You have to understand, child of God. No matter how much you pray, if you put in peanuts, you are going to get peanuts. No matter how much you pray, if you put in low quality, you are going to get low quality. No matter how much you pray, if you put in nothing, you are going to get what? Nothing. Faith without works is dead. Okay, so prayer cannot change your reward. If you want to start getting more, begin to put in more. The more the effort you put in, the more the results you get. The good thing about God is that He's able to reward you in more ways than just through your customers, in more ways than just through your salary. God is able to reward you more. Before I go, I want to tell you a short story about this builder who had worked with this contractor for a long time. Okay, this builder was working for a contractor and he had built many buildings for him, many houses for him. And now he was getting old. And the owner thought of something and he said, this guy, he's getting old now. How am I going to reward him? So he decided that he's going to give him a house. Okay, he's going to give him a house. So he chose a plan of the house that he wanted, gave it to the builder. They did business as usual, and he told him that this is the last house you are building. This is the last house you are building. So I because you are getting old now, okay, I want you to rest. So this is the last house you are building. But he never told him that the house was his. So as the builder was building that house, he was building with complaints in his heart. After all I've worked, and this is my last house, my boss hasn't given me anything, he hasn't promised anything, there's no sign that he'll give me anything. He was just complaining all the way. He built the house. He never put in any effort. He never put in much effort as he did before because he was frustrated. Okay, so he was just doing it in a laxed manner until it was complete, not to the best of what he was able to do. So after he finished building the house and everything was in place, that's when this contractor came to him and told him, actually, this house is yours. I was doing it for you because you've worked for me so much, and now I've seen that you've lost strength. You cannot work as much as you were working So that's why I decided that I reward you with this house. In the heart of the builder, I was like, I wish I knew. If I knew that this was my house, I would have done better there. I would have done this there. I would have done this there. That is how life is. Okay? When God is your paymaster, there are many details which are hidden from you which you don't know. You don't know that where you are working there, okay, in that house, even if your boss mistreats you, you don't know that God is seeing the effort you are putting in and is preparing a reward according to what you are putting in. So whatever you do, in whatever position you find yourself, no matter how small your business is, sometimes the work you do or the business you do can be embarrassing to you and you don't like people, you are not proud of it. Child of God, I want you to know that God is your paymaster. Put in the best and He will reward you with the best. No matter how low you are, if you put in high standard, God is going to lift you higher. God is going to lift you higher. So I wish you the best. I wish you success. I wish you prosperity this week. And I pray that may you get the best results out of the effort that you put in your business. God bless you. See you again. See you again next Monday. Shalom for now.